All right, I'm back again, and this is kind of breaking news. The verdict is in on the Derek Chauvin case. Uh, from what I heard, when my phone was not cutting out because I was listening while driving, he was found guilty on all charges. I am both surprised and unsurprised by this. I'm more surprised by the second charge, that the murder charge. That kind of surprised me. I figured the manslaughter I was on the fence about. The last one, or the third charge, where it was engaging in an activity that unintentionally led to death or something like that. I figured that would be a hit. Now, granted, I have not followed this closely at all. The only thing I've really followed is when my phone would pop up a notification of updates of the day. From what little I did see, I have questions about his defense attorney. Either he had absolutely no case whatsoever, or his defense attorney sucked. That's putting it politely. And it could be a bit of both, quite frankly. Now, that said, Joe Biden and Maxine Waters and a few other politicians and bigwigs have been making a bunch of public statements, including saying things like, you need to ramp up the riots, something to the effect of ramp up the riots if this doesn't go the way, if he isn't convicted. Oh, and I pray he gets for a conviction, things like that. If his defense attorney is worth the powder and lead that it would take to blow a pissant over a little string laying on the ground, they had the appeals paperwork ready to go on those grounds alone. Now, we get back to, is his defense attorney really worth a nickel? I don't know. And it could, there's so many ways that could be looked at. Like I said, I didn't follow it directly, so I don't know. Just from what I saw, he was not, it's questionable how much of a case they had, and it's even more questionable how good the attorney was. But yeah, that's the big ball of wax. From what I understand, sentencing will, I think they said 2 months from today. They said that they were going to have provide the exact date. So there's bound to be a little bit of play in that. We'll see how it comes out. I'm not sure. I mean, I at the very least, I figured there'd be enough people tooting the police officer, towing the thin blue line banner, that to some degree there'd be enough to vote not guilty to have him, say, hung jury or whatever. I figured at the very least, that's kind of what I figured would have happened, at least on that murder charge. Like I said, I don't know if he just came across as being that unlikable. He had no case whatsoever. His defense was just that bad, or some combination of all the above. But there's plenty of people gave plenty of grounds for possible appeals. So they probably, truth be told, as I mentioned before, if his defense is worth anything, they've already got the appeals paperwork ready to file already. Now, here's the thing. I'm not too terribly disappointed by it. I'll be interested to see if there will be riots and looting and all that crap. I don't know. But with the information that's come out that I have seen, I'm not too terribly disappointed with what happened. Um, and I do think, from what I'm seeing, the more and more I see, that police department has some god awful training. They need to revisit that because they got issues. Anyway, let me know what you think. Later.